Reporter Sam Reid has been testing opinion in Northampton and wondering if we will ever escape the current impasse.
Welcome to the Moulton Creek mine. Before we get started, there are a few things we need to mention, and the first is that metal detector just there. All right.
This is an escape room. They're all the rage at the moment. Groups of friends or colleagues with different views locked in a room. They have to solve difficult problems to try and get out of a seemingly impossible situation. Sound familiar? This escape room is set out like an abandoned mine. We've invited people here who want to escape the European Union, others who want to escape Brexit and remain, or just escape what some see as a total mess.
E for the fifth letter of the alphabet, which makes me think that we might be missing one.
Debbie Smith from Northampton runs a washroom services company and voted leave. Would she take the Prime Minister's deal or leave without a formal agreement?
I would probably leave without a deal. We're then not cornered, we're not backed into a corner, and actually we're speculating on something that nobody knows of the outcome. When you read the press, when you listen, it's full of maybes, what ifs, possiblies. Well, unfortunately, because this hasn't been done before, it's always, these conversations are always going to be smattered with what ifs, maybes, etc. We need to actually start working to leave the EU, and then, and only then, will we see what the repercussions are.
David Fensom is a computer analyst who works in the town. He also voted leave.
David Cameron said it's going to be a simple in-out referendum. We either stay in the EU or we leave the EU. And to me, leaving the EU means coming out of the single market and coming out of the customs union. If we're tied into that by any means, we are still governed by the EU.
But while the clock ticks down, others want the polar opposite. This week, MPs could hold a series of votes testing their opinion on future options, one of which could be another referendum. That's an option Alaric Neville would go for. He runs Phipps Brewery.
You will shut people up if there's a definitive vote now. And I always feel when I hear Brexiteers going, it's about democracy, it's about, you know, the will of the people, I think they're scared because I think they know there's a chance that they will lose the vote. And democracy doesn't happen once for all time and that's it. I think we took a decision. I don't think the campaign was handled very well on either side, but I think we need to go back to the people. And I will shut up if there's a decisive vote for a clear option.
Let's try a K here. It could be Baker.
Paul Kuznecovs is an entrepreneur. He runs a recruitment agency that helps people from Eastern Europe. He was born in Latvia, but loved life here so much he became a British citizen, so he could vote in the referendum and went for Remain. He'd halt the process of leaving.
Yeah, I would revoke Article 50 because why do we need to break something which is working? Okay, we need to adjust the system. Let's adjust it. Let's change from within rather from outside. You know, there is no need to pull out of the EU.
Our group were divided in 2016 and they're divided now. The Prime Minister has tried to give every side something in her deal, but so far it's not worked. Our group did work together to get out of this room in the nick of time. Whether our politicians will work together to find a solution and what that might be still isn't clear.